to experience more of. So we're going to go into the silence, and I invite you to focus on your breath and that one aspect that you want more of in your life. Just breathe that in, knowing it is the essence of who you truly are. And I invite you to come back into the present moment. Come back into your body. I want to remind you that you are always love, peace, joy, harmony, and so much more. Or any other aspect that you focused on. It is always you, flowing through and around and as you in every moment, always and in all ways. I know that you are whole, perfect, and complete, just as you are right now. Namaste. Peace to Ukraine.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome.
Good morning, CSA. We want to welcome you all, those of you who are physically and those of you who are online.
Virtually.
Okay, whatever. There's a lifting of the hand. There's a lifting of the heart. There's a lifting of the heart. Beyond the hill to where our help comes from. Sing it with me, CSA. There's a lifting of the hand. There's a lifting of the heart. There's a lifting of the eyes beyond the hills to where our help comes from. We will lift. We will lift up our hands. We will lift up our hearts. We will lift up our eyes beyond the hills to where our help comes from. Our help comes from you. Our help comes from you. We lift up our heads. Our help comes from you. We lift up our hearts. Our help comes from you. We lift up our eyes to where our help comes from. There's a lifting. There's a lifting of the hand. Novi. Thank you so much for joining us. I call you holy. Your name is holy. You are so holy to me. I call you holy. Your name is holy. Holy you are, and holy you'll be. I call you holy. Your name is holy. You are so holy to me. I call you holy. Your name is holy. Holy you are, and holy you'll be. Yeah, 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 yeah. I call you faithful. Your name is faithful. You are so faithful to me. I call you faithful. Your name is faithful. Faithful you are, and faithful you'll be. Yeah, 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 yeah. I call you awesome. Your name is awesome. You are so awesome to me. Yeah. I call you awesome. Your name is awesome. Awesome you are, and awesome you'll be. Yeah, 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 you are. Yeah, I call you all that. Your name is all that. You are so all that to me. Yeah, I call you all that. Your name is all that you are, and all that you be. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Uh-oh, there goes Marita. All right, now's the time where we like to send the little ones that have remained in here to their own special place, and to send the little one within our hearts to that special place as well.
Spirit loves the little children, all the children of the world. No matter who you are, you're a bright and shining star. Spirit loves the little children of the world.
Right now, we want to hold Ukraine in our hearts so they get this freedom that we're going to sing about. And that we also have that freedom in our hearts for everyone else or anyone else that is enslaved or in bondage, that they get the freedom that they deserve, that God has given to them. Let's do this. Here we go. I want to sing a little louder than before. I'm going to jump a little higher than before. I'm going to scream louder than before. I want to shout a little louder than before. Everybody sing it, come on.
Free
bridge one more time. No more shackles, no more chains, no more bondage. I am free. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. No more shackles, no more chains, no more bondage. No more bondage, no more bondage, no more fighting. No more shackles, no more chains, no more bondage. I am free. Let's free the people from Ukraine, everybody. Come on, sing it with me. Come on. Hallelujah. 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 No more shackles, no more chains, no more bondage, no more pain, no more fighting, no more hurting, no more war, no more. Hallelujah. 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 Sing freedom, yeah. Freedom. 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 We want to remind everyone that this is a place that everyone is welcome at. Even if you're not here physically, you're welcome here virtually. You're also welcome here in our hearts. That goes all the way out to the people in Ukraine, all the way out to the people in Africa, all the way out to anyone that have any oppression, any kind of strain on their life. They are welcome here in our spirits and our hearts right now. So we want to sing this song in their honor, because they're welcome here. Are y'all ready? Sing along with us. Here we go. I'm in the right place at the right time.
I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place at the right time.
I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place at the
right time.
right time.
I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
I'm in the right place at the
right time.
right time.
I'm just where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Now look across the room, all the way to the other side. Wave at someone. Let them know that their soul is welcome here. Blow a kiss. Send them some love. Let them know that their soul is welcome right here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place
At the right time.
at the right
I'm just where I'm
time.
supposed to be.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place
At the right time.
at the right time.
Supposed to be.
Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah. Now we're gonna say an affirmation. It's simple. It says, my soul is welcome here. I would love for you all to affirm that with me. Are you ready? Here we go, right here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul. Choir, sing this next part with Diana right here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Sopranos, take it up with me on this next part. You ready? Here we go. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome to say welcome to Divine, Elba, Nilda, Philip, and Doris, and all of you beautiful people right here in the sanctuary.
That's our praise and worship team, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the church that love is building here in West Sacramento. God is good when? All the time. I always like to remind myself what kind of church we're in case anybody's visiting today. We're a church with many, many, many beliefs, and they all boil down to these four. The four beliefs are these. Number one is that God is all there is. There's no oppositional power to that power. There's no external evil, there's no external devil. Now, you and I know there's plenty evil and plenty of devilishness in this world, but we believe it starts and stops right here in the minds of human beings. The second belief that we have is that all thought is creative and influential. And as a result of that, we're thoughtful what kind of thinking that we do around here. We don't beat ourselves up. If we have a thought that doesn't work, we simply put in a new thought and we keep marching on. We're not a shaming tribe. We're not a blaming tribe. We just put in a new thought and keep moving. The third belief that we have, and this gets a little tougher, is that everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. No exceptions, none, zip. And that gets hard because, you know, sometimes calls for love can come clumsy, they can come ugly, and sometimes they come out of our own mouth. And they just need love returned back to them. The last belief that we have that we hold on to with all of our heart, all of our mind, and all of our soul is that you are whole, perfect, and complete just as you are right this second. So knowing that that's the kind of church we're in, I'd just like to welcome anybody here for their second visit. If this is your second time at CSA, would you just raise your hand because our ushers have a gift for you right back here. So glad you're here. Great. And now I'd like to welcome any first-time visitors. We're not going to ask you to stand up or say your name, but if you'd raise your hand, our ushers have a gift for you as well. So glad you came this morning. So many.
So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here. We hope this isn't your last time. Anytime you're passing by, you are welcome here. So glad you came. Feel free to worship and celebrate Spirit's name. So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here.
We'd also like to welcome Harvey, Terry, and Tim online.
Good morning. I haven't been up here in a long time. My name is Susan Solomon. I'm a member of your Board of Trustees. Thank you. Please join me in reading the Center's mission statement in your bulletin and behind me on the wall. The Center for Spiritual Awareness is a diverse and caring community in which we share spiritual nourishment and celebrate all paths to God through the principles of science of mind. Today's lovely altar flowers are from Carrie and Tamara Holmes, and their note reads, "In loving memory of our sister, Kel Holmes, and our brother, Aubrey Holmes." The CSA Traveling Lunch Bunch has scheduled the next lunch at Lido's Cafe and Bakery on Friday, March 18th. The CSA Adventure Ministry is going miniature golfing, on Saturday, March 12th, a great opportunity for the entire family. Let's see here. A silence, meditation, music, and movement workshop will be held on Saturday, March 19th, and there are flowers in the lobby. What did I say? Flyers in the lobby. There are also flowers out there to take home, out in front. Our spring equinox celebration is scheduled for March 22nd, and Reverend Peggy is facilitating a moon manifesting circle on Sunday, March 27th. Join her in learning how to use the moon to become a deliberate manifester. If you'd like to leave the sanctuary on Sunday, April 11th, with up to $10,000, we are selling raffle tickets to help you. Please go to the 50-50 split raffle sales table after the service, okay. Reverend Rick's workshop will be at 1:30 in the sanctuary. And we are now offering prayer after service up here in the front. Please take a seat in the row directly in front of me, and a practitioner will call for you. Only vaccinated practitioners are offering this service at this time. Now, after you have checked in on your phone and let everybody know you're here and that it's a great place to be, you can turn your phone off or anything else that might make a little distraction. Thank you.
Just a couple of more announcements. You know, this is the last Sunday of Black History Month. However, as we all know here at CSA, we don't celebrate Black history in 1 month only. But we do have games for every week of Black History Month made by our own Dr. Mary Bell, who is one of our practitioners, and they're a lot of fun. This is a word search, and so you can test your skill of your knowledge of Black history by taking one of these home and working with it. If you get absolutely stumped, Reverend Mary loves us, so she put the answers right on the back anyway, so they're there for you. All right, let us fill up the rest of these seats with beings of light that are in our heart this day for whatever reason. Maybe somebody's in your heart today because they're not feeling well, or it's the crossing over of a beloved. We certainly are dedicating this service to the people of both the Ukraine and Russia as this continues to work itself out. So if you'll just speak their name aloud as I light this memory candle. Eleanor, Emma, Jesus, Barak, Joe. I light this candle in their name and in the name of peace everywhere. And now it's time to anchor ourselves in prayer. So as I sound my bowl 3 times, I invite you to allow the tone of this bowl to take you deep into that place where no harm has ever come. Deep into that place where you know and you know you know you are whole, perfect, and complete.
Need to be still. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still this world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. We welcome Sheila, Donna, Karen, Marcia, and Janice.
And it is in the stillness that I am most reminded that there is only one power, one presence, one love, one infinite intelligence that knows everything. It is the creator of all and never absorbed by its creation. It's always becoming more, expanding more, being more love in the world, being more peace in the world, being more joy, more harmony. It's just being more and more. It's ever expanding. And I know that this energy source, that it is flowing through and around and as me right here and right now. And as I know that for myself, I know that for every single person within the sound of my voice. And every single person that person comes in contact with, because there's no separation. Every single person on this planet is one with this energy source that is flowing everywhere present. It is everywhere. And so with that knowledge, I'm just claiming and affirming that love is present right here and right now. Peace is present right here and right now. It is present in Ukraine and Russia and all of those people affected by whatever this condition is. Because I know the truth. The truth is that there is only love. Love will overcome and prevail. It is the only power in my life. And as I know it's the only power in my life, I know that is the only power in every single person's life. I know that whatever is happening right here and right now, it is of the divine essence. I know that I am in the right place at the right time. And I know that to be true for every single person, despite what those conditions look like. And so I'm just holding myself in this love, in this presence of love, knowing that that is the only power in my life, knowing that's the only presence in my life. And as I hold myself in that, I hold every single person in that, knowing that that is all there is. And so I'm very grateful for knowing this truth, grateful to know that there's only love. I'm grateful to share that with you. I'm grateful for this community, for CSA, for teaching me this truth, for embracing this truth, expressing this truth every single Sunday. And so in this gratitude, I just release my word into the law, knowing it's all good, knowing it's all love. So I just release it and let it go, and so it is. Good morning. I am a licensed practitioner, Amber Henning, here at the Center for Spiritual Awareness. I am going to go ahead and read our affirmation today, and if you will, then after I read it once, stand and read it with me again. Today, I let go of the effort to impress or hide. I am who I am, and it's a fabulous thing. Right? Today, I let go of the effort to impress or hide. I am who I am, and it's a fabulous thing, and so it is.
Good morning, CSA. My name is Jonathan Lederer, and today's sacred reading is from Ernest Holmes, written in the Holmes Papers on Religious Science and Man's Great Ideas. I have coined a new expression for what we are, and if somebody asks me now what we are, I'm going to say we are practical idealists and transcendental realists. I think that is good. Because in order to be the ideal, we are not going to desert the real. In order to be transcendental, we are not going to desert what is so. We do not say we are trying to heal people of what does not ail them. That is ridiculous. I have noticed that people who do this are very liable to fall into the error of coercing their own consciousness until finally they are running around denying everything they don't like and affirming everything they do. That is a very great danger. Keep faith with reason, for she will convert thy soul. There are no prophets but the wise. And so it is.
the New Thought Gospel Choir. Do you think they simply sing that song to go, woo? Good morning, everyone. I'm Reverend Rick. Rev, I think we found the reason to get people in church. Good morning, everyone. My topic this morning and my title is, Are You Living in the Flow of Life? Are you satisfied? Do you feel like you're living out your purpose in life? Have you found the meaning that you are looking for in life? Spirituality is the search for the meaning in life. Richard Rohr describes it this way. He says, self-love and self-giving creates a flow of loving energy. And our spiritual truth says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, as a community, we celebrate being multi-faith, interfaith, a lot of faiths, a lot of beliefs, all of the above. So this particular truth applies, and there is a statement just like it in every major group. Love your neighbor as yourself. It makes no difference if you are Muslim, Christian, Taoist, Buddhist. All major wisdom faiths have the same statement. It is universal. Loving neighbor and loving self. And you must love yourself before you're going to love your neighbor. Now, I often stand here and I talk about self-love a lot because it was one of those great realizations for me that it really changed my life about how we need to love ourselves and what that means and all the beauty that we are and all the beauty that you are. But this morning, I'm not talking about that. This morning, I'm going to talk about service, your service to the world. How, in the process of self-love, that you actually receive this flow of love into your life. I am using the book Noble Purpose by Barry Herman as the background. And the workshop at 1:30 today is about how you find your noble purpose. Your service to the world. There is something in the world that you have been called to do that only you can do. You are a piece of a divine puzzle, and you're the only piece that fits into that space. No one else can do it. It is not so esoteric and so big and beyond anything that you touch and you encounter every day. It is right in front of you. It is right in the middle of the life that you have right now. Everywhere we go and everything we see, we notice that things flow. Life just flows. Clouds float across the sky. The atmosphere floats around the earth. Rivers flow from mountains down to the stream. And blood flows through our bodies. And if it does not flow, the water will stink and you will die. It has to flow. When love is shared, there is life-giving energy. And it is only with sharing love that there is life-giving energy. Now, life is called by many different things, depending on who you are and your belief structure. It can be called prana. It can be called chi. It can be called, as I heard when I was a kid, the Holy Ghost. The Spirit, the breath, the life force. The true self is the divine indwelling. It is the Spirit of God that resides in all of us, and that Spirit has a personality. It's my personality, and it's called my soul. And those two things can never be separate. The true self is the divine part of you that is greater and more than enough for anything that you encounter in life. It is deep enough for all the deep things that you look for in life. And it is gracious enough to accept the fact that you are human and flawed, and your behavior sometimes does not go along with what you believe. Have you ever been totally immersed in something? And it's so immersed that you forget about the time. That's when they say you're in the flow. It's the flow of life. It's this life force that is within us that when we get the opportunity to share it and for it to flow, we just lose track of time. And the reason why is there is an underlying joy that goes along with it that really exceeds any of our understanding. It is there, it is resident, it does not have to be created. The joy is there, and every time you do it, the joy flows. Let me tell you a story. It's a true story. Carter is a taxi driver in Washington, D.C. At the time of this story, Carter was 75. And at 75, Carter builds roads in Malawi, Southeast Africa. Now, you might ask, well, why does he build roads in Southeast Africa? But let me restate that. Why not? Why are we always shocked when someone performs a noble service? Immediately, my mind goes to skepticism. I'm going, well, what kickback is he getting out of this? I can't get away from it. Am I the only one? Are you as skeptic as much as I am when you hear about good and noble things? If we are whole, perfect, and complete, and we are, just why don't I act like it? Paul said, what I hate, I do. What I don't want to think about, I think about. Noble purpose gives us an explanation for why this is so. Why I think and I do the things that I just don't really want to do. Now, I need you to visualize with me this morning, and I'm going to give you an illustration of how to think about me. I need you to think about me as an egg. An egg, like a chicken egg. Everybody understands what a chicken egg is, right? Now, you can choose whatever color of that egg that you like. Brown, white, and for you bougie people who like blue and green eggs outside of Easter, which I just don't think is right, you can even make me blue and green. There are 3 parts to an egg: the yellow, the white, and the shell. And Noble Purpose says that we have 3 parts. The yellow, the yolk, is the essential self. It is the true self. It is the essence of God that is within us. It is where we are whole and perfect and complete. There's nothing lacking. It is with us, it is in there, and it is there all the time. It was given to us at our creation. There is inner harmony there. There is music, and some call it is Christ in you, which is your hope of glory. The second part is the white part of the egg, the part that the healthy people eat. I eat the whole thing. The white part of the egg represents fundamental dissonance. Fundamental dissonance is noise. At the start of a symphony, when everybody comes in and everybody's playing whatever chord note that they want to do, that's noise, that's dissonance. That's not harmony at all. That's not music. That's the tune-up. But when everybody gets on the same sheet of music, it makes music. So there is harmony and there is disharmony. The essential self, there is harmony, there is goodness, there is love, there is life. And in the dissonance of life, there is conflict and disharmony. Now, why the disharmony? life. Things show up in life that hurt us, and we hurt other people. And the dissonance goes so far as to start wars, control who votes for who, controls your life or the life you try to control. All of it is at the point of disharmony. Because if you were harmonious and in your harmony and walking in your essential self, you wouldn't be raising so much hell. I can't say that, right? When we are hurt, we hurt others. And sometimes because of how we think and how we interpret the situation, we act out. And that's where my skepticism comes from. It's because of the things that I've experienced in life, the things I've heard, the things I've read about. I immediately question the noble purpose and think, what are they getting out of this? Skepticism steps in. Dissonance is there. There is a lack of harmony. There is noise and fundamental dissonance. And it competes with the ability of the essential self to just sing the music that's within us. When protection hardens, it becomes the shell of the egg. Nothing can flow out and nothing can flow in. This is the third part of the egg, the shell, and it is the third part associated with the essential self. The shell is the bonded self. It is the inability to totally freely express who and what you are because you have created this hardened exterior to protect yourself. And in the process of protecting ourselves, it is difficult to love freely, to love openly, and let the beauty of who and what you are just emerge from who you are. It is this hardened shell that we use to protect us, but it's just like a prison. Nothing can get out and nothing can get in. Love cannot enter and love cannot flow from the essential self. See, we don't live in the flow of life because we are not sharing the love that comes from within us with the world around us. And the world is the world that you live in. My world is my world, your world is your world. It is who we really are that we have been designed to be that is supposed to be in that world. Now, I really want to do something big. You know, I always say Josh is going to call me one day and ask me to speak on television for him. You know, somebody, you know, something big, something else. But that's not the way it works. It's right where you are. That's the world where you are supposed to express who and what you are by design, by the divine design of who you are. Love cannot penetrate. There is disharmony. There is the shell of protection. The bonded self is constantly on edge. It is combative, it is defensive, it is angry, and it is a protective layer. Now, haven't you known people who you know when they wake up angry? Maybe you're one of them. Maybe it's you. And every time you see them coming, you take a deep breath because you know something is going to anger you in that situation. The shell of protection protects us from acting in love, from going into that situation totally open that maybe they won't be angry that day. And they may not be, but you will perceive them as being angry if you're not open to the possibility that something can change. It prevents us from letting love in, and it prevents us from loving our neighbor. So we have three parts: the essential self, the true self. This is where love and harmony are. This is the yellow. Then there is the white, where there is fundamental dissonance. there is disharmony, there is noise. And it is the noise that creates all kinds of conflict in others' lives. And then the shell around it to protect us is the bond itself. That's so exterior, so strong, there is the armor, there is the prison that nothing can get in and nothing can come out. But just like the chick in the egg, you cannot totally live inside the shell. You must emerge from the shell of protection, of hurt and fear, to become who you were designed to be. But it is up to us to do it. We can never be satisfied, and we will never feel that we are living out our purpose in life. We will have trouble finding meaning in life if we don't learn how to emerge from the shell of protection. If spirituality is the search for meaning, in this situation, we have a distorted view. Not destroyed, distorted. And because it is distorted, there is hope. It is not destroyed. When nothing can enter the shell of protection, inside there is an egg tooth. When nothing can enter, there is still a vehicle by which to exit the shell. So when we break out of the bond itself, by the power of the essential stuff of the power that resides within us all, we break out of this prison. And it's an inside job. No one can break into your prison and get you out. The chick won't live if you deliver it too early. So if self-love and self-giving create this flow of loving energy, how do we get the giving energy of love to flow? We find and practice our noble purpose. You've got to do something. That is the service you bring to the world that you are in. Everything in life that we experience cannot be about us individually. That was very hard for me to understand. There are things we are called to do in the world that bless the world that only we can do in our world. No matter what we have been through, there is always someone who has experienced something worse. We should have compassion on them and be thankful for our experience. But to do something noble means that it benefits the other person and it does not come from our pain or our gain. I am not trying to gain anything, and I am not operating out of my pain. I am doing it for the benefit of someone else. So Carter, the taxi driver, found his noble purpose. He's driving his taxi in Washington, D.C., and there was a man in his cab, a passenger from Malawi, Africa. And of course, Carter was talking to him. So Carter was invited to visit Malawi, and Carter decides to go. Now, if a taxi driver is in another country, they're not driving, what do you think they would notice? A bad road, okay? Again, the world that you are in identifies your noble purpose. Carter realized that he had enough money in his pocket to pay the local men to repave the road. He paid the locals. He created an economy out of the loose money in his pocket. So sometimes what bothers you so that you do something about it. You do something about it. It irritates you. You don't need to call me and tell me that I need to do something about it. It irritates you. It is for you to do something about it. Can the church say amen? Most importantly, it's an inside job. What we need to do in creating and functioning in a noble purpose is actually right at our hand. It is not someplace else. It's the world in which you live, and what you need to do is already in your possession. Our gifts and our callings for service were divinely installed. They are factory installed. And your gift is right in your hand, and what is needed is right in your view. You have everything you need to break out of the shell of fear and protection and let the essential self, the beauty of being whole, perfect, and complete, be revealed in the world. Inside the shell is the essential self. It may be a distorted view through the shell, but it is never destroyed. It is whole, it is perfect, and it is complete always. And in that place, there is absolute harmony with God. But the essential self has got to break out of the prison. There are some experiences in life that we cannot have until we provide service for someone else. So to live in the flow of life, to break out of the shell of protection, I am not suggesting that you release your boundaries. I am asking and suggesting that you not operate out of your pain or your gain. You do it for the benefit of someone else. That's how you get out of the shell. You must find the egg tooth of noble purpose in your life. It is there. And inside of you is all the power that you need. Prana, chi, Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, whatever you want to call it, breath, the life force. Everything you need is there. But you must decide to break out of the prison. With the essential self, all of the fruit and all of the gifts are there. Love, joy, peace, goodness, graciousness. All of the things that you need reside within you. If life is not flowing through you, it is probably because you are not practicing love. Because cause and effect requires that if you do it first, it comes back. And it always comes back more than what you started. That's how you experience the life-giving flow. You have to act, and that means you have to come beyond your pain and your shell. So it's time to have a prison break, to break out of your shell of protection, of fear, and it's an inside job. You have the tool to get out of the prison. Find your noble purpose, your service to the world that only you can provide. No one can break you out. You have to break out yourself, but you have the power. It is who you are. You will always be there because you are a whole, perfect, complete, perfect individual in your divine essence. And nothing can destroy it. And so it is. Thank you. You can't buy it. You got to do it. Let us pray. What a gracious privilege it is to be with one another. And for this, I am so thankful. Trusting and knowing that as we awaken, we become the beauty of who we are. We provide the service that we were born to do. And the love, the life-giving love of the eternal will flow to and from us in everything that we do. And so it is. Money is God in action. I send it forth to bless and to prosper all who come in contact with it. And so it is.
One second, we're getting there.
I love you, Spirit. I worship and adore you. Just wanna tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. I love you, Spirit. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything.
And I love the spirit that I see in each and every person sitting before me. There is no separation. There is only each and every one of us blessing this space, blessing our lives. I love you, Spirit. I love the joy, the faith, the beauty. I love the loving kindness that comes through. I love you more than anything, and I am so grateful. I am grateful for this space.
I love you. And I worship and adore you. Just wanna tell you.
Lord, I love you more
That's the CSA New Thought Gospel Choir, everybody. How lucky are we? Welcome, Irene, Christy, Sheba, Johnny, and Antonia. So glad you're all here with us today. Well, as you know, Reverend Rick is our final candidate for the senior minister position when I retire in July. Yeah. So in each of your bulletin, you have one of these. Please fill it out. Reverend Brenda or somebody will be over there with a basket, and you can put them in the basket as you leave, and that would be a great thing. The only other announcement I want to make before I bring the kids out is we need 3 more flower arrangers before July 1. Okay? So we're very fortunate to have Robert Savino do one time a month for our flowers. And then I do the other 3. And so we would like to have, well, no, it's not a like to have. We need to have 3 more people who will come in. And here's how it works. Trader Joe's gives us their flowers at the end on Friday. We have a volunteer who brings them here. And we're very fortunate. If you're at Trader Joe's in Folsom, please tell them thank you. They give us all of their flowers. You see them out here. You're welcome to take those home because I'm already done with them by the time I put them out there. So we have the flowers for you. You come in Friday anytime after about 11 o'clock. And you can have all Friday, all Saturday to arrange them. There are 5 arrangements that we need to make each week, and I'm happy to share what limited knowledge I have, and I suspect Robert would be willing to share his knowledge about what significantly more knowledge he has about arrangements. So that can help your church out a great deal. Today at 12:30, we will reconvene here for a Q&A with Reverend Rick. You can ask him any question you want about his vision for ministry here at CSA. Then at 12:30, or at 1 o'clock when he's complete with the Q&A, we'll bring out the pizzas. And for those of you who are staying for his workshop, it's going to be a fabulous workshop. I hope you'll stay. So, Maestro, we are ready. Mindy, who is... Oh, so sorry. These first 3. Okay. They want to talk together. All right, good. Before you talk, I'm going to talk, and they're going to talk. Kids, we want you to know something. We love you. We're glad you're here. And we're here for you. All right, the three of you.
I'm an instrument of peace.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right. Folks, as you can see, our teen program, as we're beginning to come back after COVID, our children's program is beginning to grow, and we need teachers. So if you would be willing to be teacher, you are vaccinated, would you please see Mindy Cowan over there? Mindy, holler and raise your hand. Yeah, that'd be great. Teens, we're ready for you. That's okay.
Hello, everybody. Today in Teen Group, we played a card game that creates amazing dialogues about our true selves. And today's quote is, "Everyone has something profound to teach."
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, we want to welcome Heather, Curtis, Rebecca, Jermaine, and Aaron. Glad to have you here. If you will stand, we'll do the benediction. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my heart. Life is in my mind. Life is in my affairs. I take this life out this day, and I share it with another. And so it is, so I am, and so we are. Amen.
And let us be a